It's Chris here. I may have some bad quality here. I'm actually on the way home and I'm in the middle of sort of nowhere. I'm near Kingston Springs. Finally done for the night. So I worked yesterday, Friday night, from about 6 until about 6 or 7. And then today, or yesterday I guess technically, I started about 6 p.m. and I just took my last ride. Actually, my last ride request ended up being a cancellation. I sat there at the address where they had for 5 minutes, called and texted with no response. I have a feeling it was like a ride of shame or something. I don't know. It would have been like 8 miles apparently from looking at the fare afterwards, but I got my $3.75 cancellation fee and just moved on. Did several airport runs this morning, but the reason I stayed out so late, or early I guess, in this case, is because of an Uber Quest. I did finish it. It was 34 trips for $43 extra, which is decent. Ended up with just about $350 for the night. Night/morning. This is probably not the longest, but it's definitely the latest that I've stayed out from a previous night, just to make sure I got them. And I got my final 3 or 4 rides in a short little burst there, but this night was a really long and exhausting and grueling night for me. I had rides that were really long, but I didn't have very many XL or Select rides, and I had like maybe 2 or 3 rides on Lyft. All the rest was on Uber. So I think I ended yesterday with like 10 rides, I believe it was. So that means I did 24 Uber rides today, or yesterday. So that was quite a bit. I didn't think I was ever going to make it, honestly. I was just like, oh my God, I'm not going to make it. Love you too, buddy. I didn't think I was going to make it through the quest, but I did. So that's good. It's the second quest I've completed. I think on not consecutive weekends necessarily, but and from what I understand, actually the quests used to be better in the past. Like, you know, you would used to be able to do less rides, or like if you did 30 something rides, you would end up getting more than what you get now. I'm not aware of those quests before, because quests are relatively new to the Nashville area. I know they've been in a lot of other cities for a while, but there was also some Lyft Diamond bonus going on. I may have gotten the first tier of that because it started yesterday. I signed up for it. Luckily, a friend of mine just kind of passed it on to me. You can still do that, even if they don't send it directly to you. If somebody passes it on to you and you have the link, you can sign up and it'll usually work. But that doesn't pay out till the week of January 29th. Like I said, I may have gotten the first level of that. I think it was 10, 15, and 20. So 10 was like $20 or something like that. And then 15 was like $40, and then 20 was like $60, which would have been a better deal, but I just was not getting any volume on Lyft. I kept getting some stacked rides. How do I not sleep at all? I just do it. I don't know. Caffeine helps. But well, I'll be sleeping when I get home, definitely. So like I said, exhausting night. Compared to last weekend, this was dead. But the weird part is it was not dead downtown. But then again, I ended up towards the end of the night, I ended up getting a pretty long ride, an Uber X ride from downtown, right off of Broadway, all the way down into Nolensville, if anybody knows where that is. It's south of Nashville. I used to live out that way when I first moved to Nashville. I've lived, actually even further than that, down Nolensville Road, hence the name Nolensville Road. But so I took this lady, really nice lady, down there, and luckily it was a 2.0 boost that was going on at that time, so I got a 2.0 boost on that one. I got several boosted rides tonight. Didn't really get that many surges. I did get a surge this morning downtown when I was trying to finish up the quest. I got a 2.0 Uber that was a VIP. Ended up only being like a $10 ride, even with the 2.0. Had a couple of airport runs. Yes, coffee, lots of it. Exactly. Oh, Pilot in Lebanon has the best coffee. I never do get out that way to Lebanon. And for some reason, well, last weekend was the first time I've been out east in a while. Or I guess when I took that guy on that 550% Lyft ride out to Mount Juliet. But the last time I dropped somebody off in Lebanon was way back last year during the summer. I dropped a bunch of guys off at a hotel in Lebanon that were part of a rodeo or something. And it was actually, that was a pretty decent surge, and it was an Uber XL. I made some pretty good money on that. I think I made about 80 or actually I may have made over $100 on that, because the thing was, I took the guys to the hotel. We went through a White Castle drive-through, and they got like one of those big suitcases. I mean, these are some big dudes. I'm big myself, but these were really big dudes. They got an entire suitcases, which is like 30 White Castles, which is crazy. And then we shot out to Lebanon, and one of the guys had to take a flight. So what they did was, I took him, dropped him off at the hotel, and he said, just give me a few minutes, and then I'll request you, and then you can just take me to the airport. So they did that. So I ended up going over to a little gas station right beside the hotel, used the bathroom, got a little bit of refreshment, got a little snack and something to drink, some water and some caffeine probably. And then I shot right back over there to him and took him to the airport. So I ended up getting 2 rides out of that one thing. That was, like I said, that was a while back. So there's a bad connection. I'm probably going to start losing you guys here. So just wanted to update you guys on this weekend. I only worked Friday and Saturday. Not nearly as lucrative as last week was. But honestly, from what people have been telling me, it seems like Nashville's a little bit busier. Sorry about that, guys. The Uber app came back up. It gets jealous, if it's not the only thing on your screen, it gets very jealous. So anyway, like I said, that was last year, but people were telling me last year that it was dead until like March or something in Nashville. But it seems like their bachelorette parties are already coming back to Nashville. Last weekend there were like a ton of them, and it's probably because it was a holiday weekend with the MLK Day. This weekend there weren't as many, but there were still some bachelorette parties there. Mount Juliet to Germantown, so you're Lebanon frequently. There's a pilot on the west side, and that. Yep, there is a pilot out that way. There's a couple of pilots out my way too, out in Dixon. There's one off the Fairview exit, and then there's one in Dixon as well. But yeah, I ended up everywhere but east today. I ended up out west to Belmead and stuff like that. Up north to Goodlettsville, Hendersonville a couple of times. Down south to Nolensville and Brentwood, and it's weird. I got stuck down in the Franklin area, in the middle of nowhere area, doing some rides about 3 in the morning or something, because like I said, that lady I took on the 2.0 surge, or not surge but boost, that I took to Nolensville. By the time I got her dropped off, there was no way I was making the end of bar surge, which, I mean, I got a decent ride out of it. It was over $40, and she didn't even have to pay that much either. So that was kind of cool for her, because I got a 2.0 surge and she didn't have to pay a surge at all. So I'm hoping she'll give me a decent tip because of that. That's one of the advantages, I think, about these surges that Uber has and Lyft has, the power zones or whatever, is that the drivers end up getting like a surge or prime time, but the passengers are not having to pay it. So they're more likely to leave a tip for you. as a result, in my opinion. I did have quite a few tips tonight. I didn't get any cash tips tonight at all. It was all on the app, but on Uber I got like $40-something in tips tonight, which is great, you know. Yeah, MW Dean, never hurt your feelings when you missed the drunken bar rush. Yeah, I got a couple of folks even after the bar rush that were really drunk. Actually, the lady that I took to Nolensville, she was pretty drunk too. But, oh man, you'd be in Nashville now, but your transmission went out. Man, that sucks. Transmissions are never cheap unless you know how to work on them yourself, and they're damn complicated. I never have worked on any kind of transmission stuff on my car because it just seems too complex for me. I would do just about anything else. Brakes, you know, of course, changing out oil, of course. I'll do just about anything on my car except for transmission work. Transmission work, I take it somewhere. Luckily, I've never really had a transmission go out, but I would definitely take that to a transmission shop because I'm not qualified to do that. I don't have the tools for it. I don't have the expertise for it, etc. But anyway, guys, quest fulfilled. I felt accomplished when I got that. At first, it started to worry me. Holy crap! Yeah, sounds about right. I was gonna guess $2,000 is usually a good estimate for transmission work. It's close to $2,000, so that's usually what I think in my head when I hear transmission work. $2,000 is what I think. It's like an automatic response. Thanks, man. Yeah, it was rough going, man. I didn't think I was gonna get it, and the quest update thing kind of lags behind a little, and I was like, what the hell? I know I just completed another ride and it's not showing yet, and I was like, damn it, what the? Did it mess it up? But then, like, you know, a few minutes later, it would finally show the progress updated, and then I was like, yes, I only need 3 more rides, and then, like I said, I got 3 stacked rides, which was great. One of them was at 2.0. I was a VIP. I got 2 VIPs in a row, which I hadn't been taking those ever since the bad experience with that guy. I'm pretty sure that's where my 1 star recently came from, but it didn't affect my rating at all. I've still got a 4.96. So, I've had a 4.96 for like months now. I keep getting my 5-star reviews keep going up, but my score doesn't go up. But I have it's 1% of my reviews was a 1 star. 1% of my reviews is 1 star, 1% is 4 stars, and 98% are 5 stars. So it's kind of crazy. But yeah, overall it was a good weekend. I didn't really have anything crazy going on. I honestly didn't even have that many like XLs that were packed. I ended up getting a lot more select rides tonight, and the 1 XL ride I did have was, you know, 6 people, but I did have a lot yesterday, I guess technically Friday, that were XL rides where, and I've been getting this a lot recently, and I think it's because of the way the app is set up on Uber. I've been getting a ton of XL rides that seem like they may be accidental XL rides because it's like 1 or 2 people, which is very weird. To always get 1 or 2 people on an XL ride, it's just bizarre. So, well, I am getting off at exit 172, which is the Dixon exit, and I'm just about worn out. So I'm gonna go and get some sleep. Probably not gonna sleep all day because I really don't want to screw up my sleep schedule for going to my day job on Monday, tomorrow. So I'll probably get, you know, maybe 4 or 5 hours of sleep or something like that, and get up and sleep some. Yeah, I'll enjoy what's left of the weekend. I did buy Shadow of War recently, last week, and I've been playing the crap out of that. I played a lot of that over the last few days. Got pretty good into it, and it's a really good game. If you enjoy the Lord of the Rings stuff, I played Shadows of Mordor all the way through, completed that 100%, but I only did it on normal. I've still got that game. And then Shadow of War, I'm doing on normal as well. I have no idea how complete I am on completely getting through the game, but it seems like it's a very, very long game. So I'm still only in Act 2, I think. I'm not even sure how many acts there are, but anyway, guys, I'm going to get off of here. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I'm hoping next weekend is going to be a little more lucrative, where I don't have to work and grind quite as hard to get as much money. I mean, I didn't do horrible. I'm not complaining. Yeah, I sure will, man. Sorry about the transmission, man. That's a rough. That's definitely a rough way to go there. Having to get transmission work done. So, but yeah, definitely, man. Silver Impala stickers on it. Gotcha. But I'm gonna get off of here. Like I said, I don't mean to complain at all. Please trust me. I made really good money. I just didn't make as good as last week, and I guess, I don't know, sometimes my bar is set too high for myself. There's a lot of drivers that are like, you made how much? Holy crap, you know, and they're like, but like I said, I do run XL and Select. Didn't really have that many XLs, and I had a few Selects, but nothing crazy. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm probably about 6 miles from my house, so I'm gonna get off of here for now. I'll try to do a Money Monday, an actual Money Monday, on Monday. So you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. If you're out driving, be safe. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I don't know if anybody heard about the Amazon demonetization thing, but I'm probably not going to make the cut because I don't have 1,000 subscribers, but I don't rely on this for a lot of income. Anyway, I've made maybe $60 off of this so far in like almost a year. So it's not like I'm relying on this for like a huge amount of income or anything, but please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you would. I really would appreciate it. You guys be safe out there driving, and I will talk to you soon.